April 2020, the first COVID wave, fear, lockdown, and isolation. Streets were silent. We lost loved ones. The city felt barren. I would sit at home and gaze out the window. The stars became a symbol of hope in a world that felt so uncertain. When vaccines arrived, it felt like a blessing, a light in the darkness. Nature healed, pollution reduced, flowers bloomed, but there was no one to witness it. Life slowly resumed. There was a ray of hope. We stayed cautious, valuing life and relationships more than ever. Normalcy returned. Travel resumed, but with a false sense of safety, we became careless. And then the second wave hit hard. The second wave was a storm, fierce and devastating. March 2021, tragedy struck. My pregnant daughter and her husband contracted the virus. Within days, I lost her and my unborn grandchild. A loss no words can describe. I felt like a boat lost at sea, no direction, no hope. 6 months later, I lost my mother. The world around me collapsed. I tried to stay strong, but deep down there was anger and helplessness. My mind was drowning, restless and depressed. I couldn't stop my thoughts. I was stuck in a painful mental loop. I stopped meditating. I searched for peace outside, forgetting that peace begins within. I turned to religion, looking for answers, but it brought more confusion than clarity. Friends and family encouraged me to socialize, but even in a crowd, I felt alone. I tried reading but couldn't focus. Words didn't make any sense. I traveled looking for change, but nothing helped. I longed so deeply for my daughter that I wished to adopt a child, but my family didn't support it. After a year, when my son got married, I hoped things would change, but I realized our children have their own lives. And then a question from my husband Rajiv changed everything. He said, "You have helped so many others to heal. Why aren't you healing yourself?" That was the turning point in my life. I began forgiving myself. I let go of guilt. I began to apply the same healing techniques I had taught others and applied on others. Gradually and slowly, the sun rose again in my life. I started smiling from within. I began to step out, to live again. I felt alive within. I found joy, I found peace, and I found power too. Once again, life regained direction. I felt lighter as I had grown wings. Growth returned. It wasn't easy, but I moved forward, one step at a time. Finally, I felt free from pain, from grief, and from depression. And that's when my book was born, Awaken to healing. Reclaim your power and peace through past life regression. This book is not just my story, it's an invitation to anyone going through loss, grief, or depression to start healing, to reclaim their power. This book is now available on Amazon and Flipkart. I warmly invite you to get your copy today. Along with these paintings, I have also displayed recycled crafts created during the lockdown to stay engaged and productive. All the works displayed here can be yours at a certain value. Let's together open this exhibition, a journey from pain to peace, from darkness to light, from despair to hope. Because while pain is not a choice, suffering is. This exhibition will further continue in Chrysalis the Gallery at Silencer Mansion on second floor, Kendailat, near Pegasus Hotel, Shillong. The address and location is displayed on the board. Thank you very much.